situation.
How about the annexation of Puerto Rico?
She doesn't have the ball.
What's up, folks? Another edition of the Panthers Fan Talk. I'm Eric, and with me, as always, is Will.
Hey, what's going on? We're going to preview week 2 of the Panther football season. This week we're playing Houston Texans at home here in Carolina. Where do you want to start at?
Well, I guess we can start at who's going to be our wide receivers.
That seems to be the question of the year. Started with even before Benjamin went down, but now that we don't have him, and preseason was a debacle with Brown's drops. Week 1 was a debacle with Ginn's drops and everyone else getting in on the action. So, Cam, I'm sure would love to know the answer to this. Who's going to be wide receiver? And do we even have wide receivers at this point? But, who do you think?
Well, the first one that comes to mind that should be out there that played good last week is Jacob Kotry. I'm not saying he should be the number 1, but he's got to be out there, man. Definitely, I think he should start at number 2. Right now, he looks like a wide receiver and by far the best one we got right now. So,
I think the biggest thing is that Ginn, Brown cannot be your starters.
Right.
We've got Kotry, who proved he should be on the field. We've got Funchess and Norwood, who both have way more potential than Ginn and Brown have.
Yeah.
So give one of those guys a chance. I'm even okay. I mean, any of those three. Two of those three, they've got to start. We cannot go into this game with Ginn or Brown in the starting spot, in my opinion.
I agree. I think we have to have like a wide receiver rotation going on. Like, I think Funchess has to see the field a lot more. And I'd like to see Norwood out there. I mean, he wasn't out there last week, but
there's a lot of talk on Twitter about the 2 tight end set, the 12 formation. You got any opinion on that?
I wouldn't mind seeing that too. You know, Greg Olsen and Ed Dixon. That sounds, a lot better than what we got. So
a lot better than Brown and Ginn.
Exactly.
The old Brown Ginn experiment.
Brown again.
So I guess sticking with the offense, they're going against the biggest name in Carolina sports this week, at least on my Twitter feed, J.J. Watt, who apparently in his off time also plays the part of God. The way people are talking about him.
Blues.
Dude's good, but dude's one dude.
Right.
Like, I mean, the rest of their D-line's good, Clowney and Wilfork. But, come on, that's all they've got, in my opinion. I mean, does he worry you as far as, like, making that much of an impact on the game that it's just, unbeatable? Or how do you feel about JJ?
I mean, JJ's going to get his tackles, and he's probably going to get I'd say at least a sack and a half on us. But other than that, I mean, they got Brian Cushion, who's actually a pretty good linebacker. They've got a pretty good cornerback in Joseph, unless he's hurt, I can't remember. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, that Houston Texans defense got lit up against Kansas City last week pretty bad. So, I mean, not really too worried about the whole team. J.J. Watt, though, is a beast, and, I think, he's going to give us problems. But nothing we shouldn't be able to handle as long as our wide receivers can catch.
Yeah, dude's a monster, but, I mean, we got to score, 9 points?
Yeah, if that. Like, maybe 10 at the most, I guess, Got a lot of faith in our defense. So.
And I'll give them this. I mean, obviously, Watt has performed against better offensive lines than what we're rolling out there.
Right.
But, I mean, I made a tweet today. So what if Watt goes off? I mean, if he gets 3 sacks, forces a fumble, gets fumble recovery,
Will they do anything with it?
Yeah, they're going. I mean, what's that mean? We punt 3 times and we turn it over once.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just grossly underestimating them, but I mean, you just mentioned. I mean, we got a pretty good defense also.
Right.
So, I mean, I think we got a much better chance of producing points from our defense, which brings me to the key matchup probably of the game, and that's Hopkins versus Norman.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to be the most closely watched, at least from Fox Sports.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. Hopkins, man, he's no joke. But the good news is, Houston has a quarterback problem right now. But yeah, him and Norman, I mean, that's a good matchup. I think Norman could, he's shut down better wide receivers, I think, and Julio Jones, and I think it's nothing Norman can't handle. But it's going to be a good one to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Julio Jones don't scare Norman.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all learned last week. One thing we know for sure now is Norman ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think he wins that matchup. He at least, cancels that out. That's their only offensive weapon. I think Foster might be back.
Yeah.
But sure even then, I mean, he's coming back off of an injury. Who do you think is going to be starting at quarterback?
Well, from what I've heard, it's going to be Ron Mallett. And that doesn't really concern me one bit. I mean, maybe it should, but first off, the coach didn't see him being good enough to start after the preseason. And then after the first game, he wants to roll with him. So, I mean, I don't know.
If you're not good enough to beat out Hoyer in the preseason, career backup, has proven nothing, then you're not somebody to scare anyone, especially an elite defense. The only thing that does scare me about it is that we seem to play down to our competition at times.
Yeah.
We still don't know what's going on with Luke coming back.
Right.
Hopefully, he's going to make it back. I mean, it seems like everything is going as good as you can hope for at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no guarantees.
Yeah. I mean, Luke being back is going to be huge. And then I heard Starr also practiced today. If we get those two back, if we get Starr and Luke back, man, it's game over. Like, we win this game, I think, pretty easy.
Starr coming back, no pun intended, he's going to be huge.
He's going to be a star.
So
he's going to be a star, as Gettleman would say.
Exactly. So, with or without Luke, I think our defense is going to be enough against that Houston Texans offense.
Yeah.
So, you got a prediction for us?
Well, I predict we're going to win. If I had to put a score on it, I'd probably go with Carolina 17 and Houston. Well, I'll give them 10 points, 17-10. What about you?
I'm obviously not as afraid of Watt as everybody else is.
Mm-hmm.
I think we keep pounding.
Right.
Straight to a 2-0 record. And I really think we win going away. I know that's all I've read all week is I'm scared about the game. I'm afraid of this game, blah, blah, blah. But I don't see anything on their offense that's scary for our defense. I don't see them getting into double digits. I really think 9 points for us is going to be enough to win it.
Mm-hmm.
If they get a touchdown, that's their ceiling, I think.
Right.
Outside of some bizarre, defensive or special teams touchdown and a field goal, maybe they get to 10, but that would be the absolute most.
Mm-hmm.
I think we win fairly convincingly.
Yeah.
I say we win 17-3.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You talk about the special teams, I mean, have we improved there any? Like, we already had one field goal blocked and
one missed.
One missed, and on top of that, we still look a little bit shaky, like, in the return game, like as far as, preventing a big return on us. So.
Yeah, but I think we're good enough there, and like I said, I mean, even when they get good field position, what are they going to do? Punt it to us from closer to our end zone.
And then, yeah.
So, anything else?
No, I guess that's it, man. Follow us at Panther Fan Talk on Twitter.
And Eric the 6'5".
Eric the 6'5", that's me.
And check us out after the game. We'll be right here, post-game wrap-up, and that's it.
Yep, keep pounding, man.
Keep pounding.